Okay, by now you should have watched the double replacement reaction video that goes over how to predict our products and if they're soluble or insoluble. And here's our worksheet we're going to practice. We have a grid here. Here's silver nitrate. It's going to mix with potassium bromide. Notice I wrote in the charges to remind you to crisscross your charges. Okay, so silver is not going to dance with nitrate anymore. Silver is going to switch with potassium, and silver is now going to be dancing with bromine. So now I need to check, is bromine soluble? It is soluble. And then I need to check its partner. Is silver an exception? Silver is exception, so this will be an insoluble compound. And we put S, and that will be our solid precipitate. The instructions say to highlight the precipitate. So now it's highlighted, and then potassium will now be dancing with nitrate. If I look up nitrates, they are all soluble without exception. Solubles, aqueous, dissolved in water. Notice I have X's marked all over this worksheet. That's because it takes a long time to type things in, so I've shortened it up for you. My next example I'm going to do is barium chloride with calcium sulfate. Okay, notice the charges you need to crisscross applesauce when they find their new partners. So barium is going to switch with calcium, and barium is now going to dance with sulfur. So barium's a +2, sulfur's a -2, crisscross applesauce and reduce. If I look up sulfides, they're insoluble. Is barium an exception to that rule? Barium is an exception, so now it will be soluble or dissolved in water. Calcium's going to dance with chloride. Calcium's a +2, chlorine's a -1. That will give me a CaCl2. If you don't want to subscript anymore, I will accept that. I know it's a pain in the butt. And now, are chlorides soluble? They are. Is calcium an exception? It is not. That means it does stay soluble. So now I have two soluble compounds. What does that mean? That means I have a no reaction. They'll both stay dissolved in water. It'll look like nothing happened. Okay? Down here at the bottom of the worksheet, you need to write out the formula for these guys with your state symbols. We have this above in our chart. Silver nitrate was soluble, calcium bromide soluble. And then if I look up here, here are the products that they made. They made a silver bromide and potassium nitrate. So you need to finish up that reaction with state symbols. And then there's one other practice writing formulas. Okay, stay healthy.